Upfront and Outspoken with Bob Williams. If you love the Constitution,
man is not free unless government is limited.
If you love freedom,
as government expands, liberty contracts.
If you believe in personal responsibility, if you believe America is still the greatest nation on earth, then get ready for an experience you'll never forget. This is Upfront and Outspoken. Here's your host, Bob Williams.
Some folks are born made to wave the flag. Ooh, they're red, white, and blue.
And welcome back. This is, of course, Upfront Outspoken. I'm your host, Bob Williams. Glad to have you along with me on this Wednesday. It looks like my guest. We've been trying to get a hold of him, but for some odd reason, we can't. I don't know. It's going straight to voicemail. He probably overslept again. What can I tell you? We wanted to get him on because we have a very, very special announcement for him. And he's not here. So I'm hoping they hear me in the front office, and I'm hoping they keep trying to get a hold of him. I'm talking about none other than Ed Tyll. Oh, boy. Like I said, I had some very special news for him. And, he's not here. He took my fun away. Come on. I had some great news for him, and I wanted to get his reaction to it when he heard it live on the air, and he's not here. Oh, welcome to live radio. That's just the way it goes, I guess. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose out, and today it looks like I'm holding the shaft. Well, let's get into your weather for today. Hopefully he'll call by the time we get this all done. For today, sunny, high near 41 degrees. Tonight, mostly cloudy, low near 22 degrees. For Thursday, mostly sunny, high near 37 degrees. Currently outside of our studios right here in Callington, Oklahoma, under fair skies, it is 30 degrees. And if you're over there across the pond or the other way around, it's minus 1 degree Celsius. There. That's taken care of. So what do? I'm sitting here, I'm sitting here going, okay, he's going to call. He's going to be here. He's going to call. I got great news for him, and he doesn't call. Ed, if you're out there, will you please call me because I have some great news for you, and you need to hear this, and you're not going to hear it. What it is. All right, here's what's going on, folks. In case you didn't notice, go to edtillshow.com. It's EDTYLL show, SHOW.com. And guess what you're going to find? Ed, our buddy Ed, is starting a low-power AM radio station right there in Satellite Beach, Florida. A great side of the ocean, great Atlantic view. Go out in the ocean anytime you want. What he's doing, he's ripping, and I'm going to use it, he's ripping a page out of the playbook that we use right here at the Starcom Radio Network. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with us, and I don't know how that's possible because you're listening to me, what we have are 19 low-power radio stations across the country, everywhere from Maine all the way out to the Pacific coast. Now, a low-power, just to kind of clarify things, a low-power radio station falls under the Federal Communications Rules and Regulations as what they call a Part 15 radio station. To the FCC, it is classified as a hobby station. These stations only have enough power equivalent to that of powering up a laser pointer. 100 milliwatts. 100 milliwatts of power. But here's the beauty of this thing. Two things, actually. Number one, if it's tuned correctly and on the right frequency, which we have a company that designs ours, and designed our transmitter, and we cover the entire Callington area. This is basically the flagship station here. We cover Callington, Oklahoma, completely, and we go about a mile beyond it. So we cover a very good distance with our small community transmitter. Is what they call it. In our terms in the radio business, it's called the stick. Okay, it's called the stick. So because of the frequency we're on, and because it's tuned correctly, we carry about a mile, every direction, beyond our city limits. Now, the city of Callington, if you look on a map, you might not even find it. But it's a population of 179 people. So that gives you an idea. But given if it's in a metropolis or in an area like Ed wants to get into, and if it's tuned correctly, you're going to cover about 25,000, 30,000 people. In easy. But I live in rural, very rural community. But given where Ed wants to put his stick for WSBX radio, he'll cover the entire Satellite Beach area comfortably. And now you're talking about 27,000 listeners. So Ed is trying to raise money for this. And he has a fundraising campaign going on Indiegogo. And I encourage everybody go there. Go to Indiegogo. And then I think let me see here. I think you just type in Ed Tyll or, WSPX. But please, I'm encouraging you, go check it out. Go check it out. Help Ed take a page from our playbook to start his own radio station right there in Satellite Beach to serve the community of Satellite Beach, and then expand on that to cover the communities along the coastline. All right? Because mainstream media, if there's a snake bite or if there's a ship that comes in as dock because there's an Ebola patient on it, man, they're right there. They're right there for the moment. But then they leave. And these small communities, such as Satellite Beach, such as right here in Callington, such as we have in Oregon, such as we have in Missouri and Ohio and all over, these are all tiny communities that mainstream media forgets about, To them, the market's not there for them. The market's not there. But to us here, especially here in the Starcom Radio Network, those small communities are indeed the bread and butter that keeps us alive, because we focus on local issues. We focus on that stop sign that needs to be put here, that sidewalk that has to be reconstructed, that new business that's moving into the area, that old business that, because of the economy may end up closing the door, the city council meeting, talking about the budget for that community. This is what community radio and radio in general is really all about. We are concerned about you, the average blue-collar worker who lives in small-town America that's being ignored. Well, these low-power stations give you the voice you've never had. If you've had a catastrophic event, granted, mainstream media like Clear Channel or Channel, whatever, Fox News, CNN, NBC, they're going to be there. But what happens when that sudden major event is gone? Well, they're going to leave. They have no more interest in you unless something major comes up again. But community radio stations like what we have here at the Starcom Radio Network and our flagship station, KKRP, we focus on the community. This is what Ed Tyll is trying to do. This is what Ed wants to do. Ed is the most popular talk show host that this country has seen. He is an original. He's a great guy. He's outspoken. He's fiercely independent, just like his website says he is. But he's doing the right thing by becoming involved in his community. And he needs you. He needs your help. So this is why he has a fundraising campaign. I encourage everyone, go to Indiegogo and find it. Okay? The only way I think I'm going to get this thing through to you and you're going to have to bear with me here for a couple seconds, is I am going to see, I know he's got it. I'm going to see if I can do this. Now, my interns are all back there shaking their heads like, Bob, you can't be doing this on live radio. Yes, I can. It's my show, for Christ's sake. It's my show. I can do whatever the hell I want. All right, so what I'm doing right now, so just so you all know, I'm trying to find the exact location where this is. Okay, well, let's not go there. Let's go here. And my interns are sitting there going, Bob, you can't be doing this. Well, screw you guys. I can do, like I said, I can do what the hell I want. This is my show. You know, is your name on the opening credits? No. But anyhow, well, like I said, I wanted Ed to come on and talk about this. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm going to click on there. I mean, you can find the link to Ed's project, is what they call it, on Indiegogo by going to our website, and that's KKRP LaZer, LAZER 1610.com. Right there, you will see WSBX. Now, here it is. Go to Ed's show. Go to Indiegogo and type in Ed Tyll Show. Ed-Tyll-show. And it'll bring it up. Okay? And you'll see Ed's mug right there for his video. And I encourage you, please make a donation, because Ed is, what can I say? He's doing the right thing. He's giving back to the community he lives in. But he can't do it alone. He can't do it alone. He needs you. And I wanted Ed to come on live on the air because I have a very special announcement which I am going to make right now. Our very good friend, Paul Collivan, down in Australia. That's right, Paul Collivan. He is a member of the band Born and Bred. That's right, he's a member of the band Born and Bred. Is going to make a donation out of his own pocket. Now, this is somebody in Australia is going to make a donation to get Ed's station started. But he needs you as well. So go to Indiegogo.com/projects/Ed Tyll Show. It's ED-TYLL-show. SHOW. Go there. Make a donation. Help Ed give back to the community that has given him so much. This is what Ed is about. We need stations like this all across the country. You know, Starcom Radio Network has 19 of them. And people are like, okay, how come I can't hear it otherwise? Well, if you're not in that community, if you're not in the community where the transmitter is, the only way you're going to hear us is online. So this is why Ed said, and he's right, you hear us on AM, FM stations across the country, around the world, online, because it's true. This is how we operate, but yet we give back to the communities where each and every transmitter is. Local news, information that has to be given back to the community. This is what Starcom Radio Network is about. All right, that's probably it. Good morning, KKRP. You are live and on the air.
All right. Good morning. I got a little tech issue over here, but I'm glad I made it to you.
Well, Ed, I've got some good news for you. I've been talking about your radio station. In fact, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be sending you a video clip of this. I've been recording it since we started. I have some very good news for you. Everybody knows you are doing everything you can to give back to the community. You are working on getting WSBX radio off the ground. And I know it's hard. We've been there. But guess what? You've got somebody that is going to make a donation to you. The guy...
No way. No
yes.
way. That's nice. That's great news.
The person I'm talking about, you've interviewed him. In fact, I was the one that referred you to him in the first place. Paul Cullivan, Born and Bred, has already confirmed.
What a loyal guy. My God, he's been with this network for so long. That is so nice of him. Oh, I'm going to look at that as soon as we wrap up.
Well, he wanted to call you personally, have you on, when you were live with me on the air, but I don't know how, I'm going to be honest with you. This phone system has got me all screwed up. It's supposed to be a conference call. I'm supposed to be able to make conference calls, but I don't know how the hell it is. So I'm going to encourage you that when you get off the air with me, I'm sure you know how to contact Paul. Call him.
Right.
That's what I'm going to encourage.
I will.
Because,
this, look, radio and I have been together since I was 19. We're coming up on a 40th year anniversary of this The Ed Tyll Show, including the. So, for me, it's hard to put into words how it's like a renewal. It's like a start over. It's like a wow. All the things I learned over the years, I'm going to do them one more time, all focused on a town. But the credit goes to you and the network, really, for setting the tone for this. I was unaware of how effective this category of station could be, and I'm blown away by it. So, that's really what got me to do it.
Well, the thing was, like I said, I've been telling everybody exactly what a Part 15 radio station is all about. I've been, explaining how things operate, and I told them that you ripped a page out of our playbook. But the thing is I've been emphasizing to people that what you are doing and what the Starcom Radio Network does as a whole is we give back to the community, because once a major event, like where you are, especially at Satellite Beach, if a shark bites somebody or if a boat comes in with Ebola patients or, something major, that temporarily, momentarily, you'll get on the national scene. But once they leave, what about the city council meeting where they're debating about a traffic light, or a local mom and pop store is just starting to open up? The mainstream media is gone, and small communities like yours, like mine, like others that we have across the entire network, through the United States, we do that. We stay in the community. We focus on community issues. And I've been telling everybody, this is what you are doing. You're giving back to the community that you love so much. I think I lost him.
Yeah, I was getting a sip of coffee there. Right? No, seriously, the idea that the media worked for the community, that's an old-fashioned idea. I mean, it was what people said when I started out, and I used to work. Ironically, I worked at a station right on the ocean. So there was a lot of the locals. I mean, people that lived within 1 block of the water. That's who I used to bump into. That's who I used to see. So when they would say hello to me, and sometimes I had the station T-shirt on, so I would draw attention in the morning, nobody walking around, I got the call letters on. They would say, we appreciate what you're doing. Today, you know what they think of the media. Get out of here. Don't put that camera in my face.
Right.
Years ago, thanks for what you're doing. Now, to be fair, right, to make it clear, what we did in those days was cover the courthouse, was cover the mayor. Like you said, it's funny. We used to go to city council off the clock. We didn't get paid to go to city council. We got paid at the station for typing and for broadcasting the actual news. But when he would say, don't forget, city council tonight, that didn't even go on the clock. We used to go on our own evening and spend 2 hours. Then we would, what I learned how to do was you go to the council meeting and you'd go right to the station and type it up.
Right.
Some people would take their notes and come in the morning and have to reconstruct, and I was no good at that. I used to capture my experience. I'd go right to the station. So once in a while, the morning guy would come in. He'd say, what are you doing here at 1 o'clock in the morning? I go, I went to a city council meeting. He goes, that was over at 10 o'clock. I go, I know, I'm just trying to get my script right. Because it was news, I had to type. So this is what we took seriously. This is why the lady was saying thank you. Because she can't go to the city council. I mean, she could, but they're not gonna. They got lives. That's what the media does. You don't have to go to the city council meeting. If somebody covered it, if somebody tells you they're voting on a pothole or a traffic light. So that's what I really enjoy doing. This modern era, where everybody hates the media, and they have plenty of good reason, you know, it feels weird, it's alienating, and I feel like if I behave as a media provider, my gut tells me those people are going to walk out in the morning and go, hey, thanks for having the station. It won't be, oh, that's a station that did dirt and dishes dirt on the community. It'll be the opposite. It'll be like, oh, I like that station. So we'll say, you know, I'm optimistic about it, but you are the one. Not to just, you know, turn back on you here. I'm happy to hear what you have to say, but I want people to know, even myself, as someone immersed in the industry, I really wasn't aware of these stations, and they would have appealed to me from the get-go, because when I started out, I didn't want to go to Los Angeles. I didn't want to go to Chicago. I really wanted to get it right. And then jobs come along, and, you know, jobs pay more money,
Right.
and, you know, it's more fun. But it was never my plan, I'll just step through the small station to get to the big one. So I think there's another good feeling I'm getting as a full adult now. There's no way to escape it. Well, I'm going to be 59. It does sound good to be going local again.
You know, the thing is that
Appearing in the stratosphere. Sorry, go ahead.
well, no, that's fine. The thing that caught us by surprise, you know, and everybody out there says, oh, you got to have all this money for a radio station. You got to have tens of thousands of dollars. Excuse me. I got a frog in my throat this morning. But when we did our research, we went to FCC.gov, and I'm going to tell everybody out there, if you do not believe that a Part 15 radio station is legal, I encourage everyone.
Well, they're going to have to Google it themselves.
Yeah.
You don't have to tell them what web page to go to.
Well,
you know, if you know how to find Yahoo, and you know how to find AOL, and you know how to find Google.
Well, then you're going to find out how to find the Federal Communications Commission. You're right. But the thing,
by somebody who used to be my friend.
But like
in this industry, and he says to me, those stations aren't even real.
you know, the thing is that
Jackass.
the thing is they are. Okay, the thing is that they are. Although the FCC for the most part, they classify them as what hobby stations. They're a community station, and that's exactly the way we refer them to here. We refer to them as either community stations or a micro station is how we refer to them. And it is so glad to know that another person who has been in the industry a couple of years longer than myself has realized, you know, I can give back. And it isn't going to cost me millions of dollars. And I got to tell everybody, please go to Ed's fundraising effort. That's Indiegogo.com/projects/Ed Tyll Show. It's ED-TYLL-SHOW. Make a donation because, like I said, you've already got one donor, and I'm hoping you contact him.
That's incredible. Of course, it came from you and your following. Let me say this. The easier way to donate going forward is it's on the front page of my website. So I took out having to spell out the Indiegogo stuff.
Oh, so just go to edtillshow.com. Simple.
Boom. Right on the front, right there, you'll see the campaign will hit you in the face right on the front page. And
we also did one other little aspect for you. I don't know if you were aware of this. You can go to our website, KKRP LaZer 1610, LAZER 1610.com. It'll hit you right there in the face as well. Ed, I know you've got to get ready for your show.
Oh, you got 30 more seconds?
I got 30 more seconds. Go.
Give 30 here. I'm very excited about Lori Zook, who is a consumer air talent, a terrific person for Clearwater. She's a consumer advocate. And I'm even more excited about the group of stations that you directed my attention to. I did a great deal of research on those last night, and I'm very, very looking forward to speaking with the lovely Lola.
Well, I got news for you. We spoke with her yesterday, and she's excited as well, how can I say it? As a kitten with a ball of yarn to talk with you.
Awesome. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for that kind of enthusiasm because I think, you never know why things happen in life. I've never been able to figure out why one thing leads to another, but it always does. So I'm telling you, I'm very excited about that. There was a synergy. Did you look at her stations on the web? Did you go to any of those little websites?
I went to the one for WTAN. I'll admit I did go there. I haven't had the opportunity to check out the other ones, but what I seen, I liked.
Well, I'm going to tell you what you recognized right away. Their marketing uses the same colors as mine. Did you get a look at their colors and their logos compared to my colors and my logos?
Yes, I did.
It's almost a spot-on match.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I couldn't say, well, that's just luck of the draw. See, that's just one of those good luck signs. So I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be great.
I do too. Everybody out there, please, I encourage you once again. Please help Ed get WSBX off the ground. He already has one person that's already committed. He hasn't told me how much. I found out this morning when I went to Facebook. Paul Coliban out of Australia. If he can make a donation to Ed's great cause, you can too. Go to edtillshow.com or go to KKRP LaZer1610.com. You'll see WSBX right there. Make a donation. Please, we need more stations like what Ed's trying to do. Ed, I know you got to get ready for your show, so I'm going to let you go, and I'm going to wrap up here quick so I can get this video out and get a copy of it to you.
You got it. Thank you, my friend. Always appreciate visiting with you. We'll do it again real soon.
Sounds good. Talk to you then, Ed. And with that, it is time for me to get out of here. Stay tuned, because coming up right after NPR News, Ed Tyll will be with you all the way up until 4 o'clock. Till tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. This is Bob Williams. Take care of yourselves.